Texting. Welcome back, America. Welcome back to IDD. For those of you in the know, I don't disagree. For those of you in your post-Thanksgiving hangover time, the redoubtable one himself, Tom Izzo, the highly questionable Arjun Miliaccio, but not for this segment, boys and girls. Not for this segment. That prognosticator of prognosticators, the seer of seers. Yes, I am one. I am the system. That dude. That would be, for those of you scoring on, that would be Reefer J-Bone Giggle Smoke. That's Giggle Smoke.
Well, coming from Papers Roach
Giggle Smoke.
Coming from Papers Roach Clip Puff and Smoke, you are not the system.
Hey, and by the way, that's not
James
him.
Harden.
That's
is
P.
The system.
That's PRP talk.
That's PRP.
That's PRP.
That's PR Puff and Smoke, baby.
He knows his shit.
PR Puff and Smoke.
Anyway,
don't lie.
segment 2, all things NFL. Hey. I don't know. One game was good, if we're being honest.
First game?
First game was the best game of the week so far.
And that really wasn't that good of a game. It was only good because you were hoping the Lions would come back and not lay an egg.
Look, the Packers got off the map.
Smacked.
The Packers have not given up, and they're back in it now mathematically, and this quarterback has turned it around, so kudos to him. You were looking to find out where Watson was. Well, he showed up on Turkey Day, didn't he?
On my bench, 20 points.
Yep, he showed up on Turkey Day.
Did you hear that play they opened with, the deep ball to him?
Yeah.
Apparently LaFleur didn't want to do it.
Yep.
Jordan Love talked him back into it.
Jordan Love said, he's my best guy. Let's do it.
It was nice to see them spread the ball around, but also focus on trying to get Watson the ball.
We sat here 6 days ago trying to figure out why the Packers are in a free fall and they have a lot of talent on offense. Yeah. How are they underachieving like this? We thought they should be better. We thought Detroit was the class of the division, but the Packers should have been better than their record. But maybe the Packers are starting to figure it out.
Maybe.
Okay? And if they are, then the NFC's in trouble because now you get another contender.
It's weird because they traded away one of their best defensive players at the trade deadline.
They did. So you thought they were maybe giving up.
I think
but they're not giving up, apparently. So
team isn't.
So they pull off a 29-22 win in the Ford Dome there, ruining Detroit's Thanksgiving.
Wasn't nearly that close.
And by the way, the thing that really sucks is Detroit fans finally had something to get hyped about.
I know.
And here comes the old mainstay just to slap you back to reality.
The team that's dominated you for 2 decades.
2 decades? Try 100 years.
Okay.
Fucking break. 2 decades. No, like 100 years.
Well, I'm just thinking about what I remember.
I mean, Barry Sanders was really the lone bright spot, that lone blip on the radar. Okay? But
have you watched his documentary yet?
No, but I will. Anyway, the Lions came in, and everybody was talking about them. They were the hot, the trendy pick, and now they're still young. They still got a lot to learn.
Goff made several mistakes in that game.
He did. That was the worst he played in a long time. That was the other thing. He hadn't played that bad.
He just wasn't aware. His fumbles didn't have to happen.
No, these things could have been avoided. Yeah. That was the thing. So I don't know whether they thought Green Bay, like you said, they traded away their best defensive set, whatever. Yeah. Thought they mailed it in. I don't know.
I think they did not expect.
They did not expect.
Green Bay played like super crisp football.
That was the best game they played.
Yeah,
season, like when it mattered most.
They were making plays
on
both sides of the ball.
If Green Bay loses that game, they're 4-7. They're probably out of it. So now they're 5-6, and they're right back in it. Listen, this is this league. This is this league.
But then what happened is they were playing really crisp football. The Lions were sloppy, and all of a sudden the Lions started getting desperate early.
Yeah. Lions panicked.
Like all of a sudden it was like
those 2 fumbles though.
We can't stop them and we can't score. Now we got to go for a fourth.
Back-to-back fumbles are killers.
And one was a scoop and score, wasn't it?
Yeah, one was a scoop and score, I believe. And but the thing is,
because the first one. Because
he picked it
up.
Some
people thought it was
his arm was going full, but the thing was spun out, and the guy,
it was an empty hand.
The thing is, like, you get a turnover early in a game like that, and it changes the whole. But that's the thing about football. A play like that is
snowball.
But it's monumental. A play like that changes everything. Yeah. It's like so.
Well, especially after the Packers had just scored,
they were ahead, and the first trying to respond, then bang it in the mouth again. It's like, oh my god. So. I'm sorry, but this is schnapps and cocoa. It's succulent.
Peppermint schnapps and hot chocolate.
It's just succulent. But the thing is, like, that's the NFL. And momentum, Uncle Mo is a real thing. He's a real dude, okay? And he was on the Packers sideline for the better part of Thursday afternoon. So kudos to the Packers for getting off the mat, and for Detroit's back to the drawing board. Hey, you're not what you think you are yet.
Right.
So you got to learn how to win.
Yeah, you shouldn't be losing.
You should not lose that game at home. I don't care. You shouldn't. And the turnovers were a big reason why. So pin that one on Goff.
Yeah, I agree.
The other ones were all pretty much what we thought they were going to be.
Although, Dallas let Washington hang around. And then just
for a while.
And then
For a while.
fourth quarter just put them up.
Then they remembered that was Washington. And
they did the same thing to the Giants on Thanksgiving last year. The Giants were in the game in the first half. And then the second half just became an absolute massacre.
Dallas can beat on the wimps. They can't beat up the boys.
They're like Miami.
They're just like Miami. So I'm not really, like I said, they did what they were supposed
But
to do.
have you seen all the memes and the talk about that corner for Dallas has more touchdowns than like all these different receivers?
They have played against 3 of the 5 worst offenses in the league, statistically speaking.
No, I'm just saying that one guy Bland.
Yeah.
He has like 6 pick sixes.
Yep. I know.
6 touchdowns. And they're saying he's got more than like Devontae Adams.
It's an NFL record.
And it's crazy.
For one season. They're bottom feeders. And until they prove otherwise, I'm not going to sit here and hop on the Cowboy train. To me, they're the third best team in the NFC. They're right where they were when the season started. They're the third best team in the NFC. That's where I had them when the season started, and that's where they are now. So, and they're going to plug it. They can't beat. If they have to go to Philly or San Fran, they're done. They're done. They're done. And San Fran's really in there. They better not see them. San Fran's living rent free in their head right now. So they better not see. San Fran will shit on them. So San Fran,
which is what they did to
which
Seattle.
What they did, yeah. San Fran, which they did. They came in. Seattle was playing big. Seattle's a playoff team, and San Fran embarrassed them on their own
but
field.
Seattle had a bad loss to the Rams a week before.
But that was in L.A. and what
They
Mitchell came.
They shouldn't have lost it.
Mitchell came back. Mitchell. What's the quarterback's name? The Rams. What's his name? Stafford.
Seattle was leading that.
If
game.
Stafford had missed 5 games, I don't think the Rams have the record they have.
He missed 5 games.
5 games.
No way.
I think it was 5.
5 games, Matt Stafford?
I think it was 5. It was at least 3.
Wow.
At least
I didn't
3.
realize
I think
that.
it was 5. It might have been 5. It was at least 3. I know that. But it seems like he was out even longer than that.
That's bad.
They suffered because of it. You can't lose your quarterback in this league for any prolonged period of time. You don't got a backup, and most teams don't, let's be honest. If Dak Prescott goes down tomorrow, the Cowboys are fucked. And I would say that about the Eagles as well. Or if the Dolphins lose Tua, forget it. Or if the Jets if the Bills lose Josh Allen, forget it. And look, Cincinnati is not going to recover from Joe Burrow. They will not recover from this.
It's 5 games.
Did he miss 5?
Sure.
I think he missed 5. Maybe it was 3. I thought it was 5. It seemed like it was long. He was out for a while.
Hang on a second. Because what I was just looking at, I didn't see him.
He was out for a few weeks. I mean, anyway. But, that game, Seattle went in there and lost to a Rams team that was on. Again, they were desperate. The Rams lost that game. Their season was over. So losing on the road by 1 point to a team that won a Super Bowl 2 years ago, I'm not going to kill Seattle for that. But for San Fran to go in there and do what they did to them, I thought San Fran was going to win. I thought Seattle would have put up a better fight.
Stafford missed 1 game this year.
Only 1?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was out longer than that. But it seemed like he was out a couple of weeks, 3 weeks at least.
And they lost to Green Bay when he was out. The only reason I didn't think he was out because I hadn't heard anything about Wofford starting.
I thought he was out like 3 weeks because I heard he got injured. Maybe he played through the injury. I don't know.
Because they lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games while he was quarterbacking. They got spanked by Dallas. Dallas is the game he got hurt. And he was out against Green Bay.
Wasn't Dallas? When was that game?
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I thought he was out like the last 3 weeks. He played through that then. Or he played the following week anyway.
No, the only game he missed was the week after that, Green Bay. He got hurt late in the game in Dallas. But anyway,
the point is, I think the Rams with him are a much better team than without him. And at home, and they had to win that game. So I'm not going to kill Seattle for that one. But I thought they'd put up a better fight against San Francisco at home.
Well, it's funny because Chris Collinsworth was just like all over Pete Carroll. This is so Pete Carroll. Everything about this because they were like trying to come back, but for the most part of that game, San Francisco was in complete control.
San Fran is the better team.
Yeah.
Period. San Fran's the best team I think in the NFL when they're healthy, and they're healthy right now. And whenever they're healthy and they come up against even any kind of they destroy.
Chris Kovac left Deebo Samuel on his bench. I was like, yikes.
Did he know he was going to play?
Yeah, Debo's played the last 2 weeks.
I don't know. I'm not Chris Kovac.
Why are you being a dick?
I don't know who Chris Kovac is.
You don't know who Chris Kovac is?
No, Chris Kovac has never met Reefer J-Bone Gigglesmith. I don't know who he is.
He's Brian's brother. He's on our fucking fantasy thing. He left Debo on the bench, and Debo went off for like 30.
You're talking to Reefer right now. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. I don't know half these guys. They're just names floating out there. Names. Any event, the rest of the game.
I can't make a point. You just be like,
the rest.
what the fuck?
Well, no, he should. Whoever he is, he should have been starting Debo.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I was saying.
I'll tell you what his name is. His name's
like,
Moron.
Well, what do you want me to fucking do?
His name's Moron.
Chris Kovac.
I don't know who he is. Moron.
I'm River Van Dickenpop.
What?
All right, let's do our picks.
Anyway, so right now we are even, and we're 3-1 to start. 'Cause we had the same 4 picks to start. We both had Detroit, so Green Bay won.
Nobody picked Green Bay.
Nobody did. Nobody outside of Wisconsin did. I can tell you that right now. So anyway, I got the games queued up right here.
Shit, have we not gone through what our records are now?
We're 90 and I was 12-2 last week. You were 9-5.
So we're 100 and...
You really picked Philly on mine? I thought you were going to pick KC.
No, remember I kept saying, I was like, the
Sure.
Eagles coming off the bye. I like the Eagles. And then I found out that Kansas City was coming off the bye too. And I was like, why did I have to hear that? But I never went back.
Let me see. So we're both...
Look, I was both
Okay.
Eagles.
So we're both 90 and 57 American. That's
No,
33
that's
games.
not true.
We have the same record.
We're both
90.
100.
No, 90 and 57.
No.
Dude.
You were 88 and 59 going into last week.
I
You
was
won 12
78.
games.
I was 78, 59.
I have 88. You were
Hold on.
88 and 59.
I have my...
I was 91 and
Hold on.
56.
You might be
I
right.
don't need to hold on.
Yes, you do need to.
No, I don't. You are now 164, and so am I.
I think we're 10 games off on that. Let's see. Because I was posting it before the show.
You're 161, and so am I.
I was 78 and 55.
You were 78 and 55 before the week prior to that. Then we both went 10 and 4. Dude, I have the fucking notes right here. Why are you doubting that?
They just posted this like 2 days ago.
You were wrong.
No, there it is.
Dude, look.
How many games is that?
Look. 78 and 55. Then we picked all these games. And then after that, we both went 10 and 4. You were 88 and 59. I was 91 and 56. Then here comes week 11. And that, so now...
So I missed the next week, is what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
Because you are now 164 and I'm the same. Or 161, sorry. So you're posting false information on the internet.
No, I didn't. I posted it to myself.
False. Well, that's not posted.
So, no, I texted it to myself so I remember what the record was.
You texted
So
wrong.
I forgot about the 10 and 4.
Both 161.
So anyway,
So what were they? So we picked.
we're 3-1 right now.
We picked Lions.
Yeah, we're 3-1 right now.
Cowboys and
So wait a minute, let me go back. Hold on. So first game up on Sunday is
we didn't even talk about the fucking Hail Mary pick 6.
who wants to talk about the Jets? They're the Jets.
That was a crazy play.
They're the Jets. When
All right, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to bring anything up.
No, who cares?
I'm fucking
the
puffing
Jets
smoke
are
being
the
an
Jets are
asshole.
no, the Jets are out of it. Who cares? We both had the
I'm
Dolphins in
talking
a
about that
rout.
play. That play was the Jets. That play was the entire Jets organization in a play.
Man,
I mean, it's just how does that shit?
that was like
happen?
when he texted me. I said, "Yeah, that's the Jets." Yeah, what are you telling me?
Right.
Do this every year.
Anything I say, he fucking
No, the butt fumble.
You know, every time I say
The
anything,
Jets.
Yeah, so what
They
do you
get
want?
Aaron Rodgers.
Why do you have to be a dick?
I'm not being a dick. Aaron Rodgers gets hurt the fourth play of this. This is the Jets.
Every time I make a point, you gotta act like I'm a fucking dumbass.
I'm not saying you're
literally
dumbass.
like my dad when I was 10.
I'm not saying
I've come in from a blizzard and be like, my God, it's freezing out there. And then my dad would go, well, it's winter outside. What do you want? And it's like, why can't you just agree with what I'm saying? You know it's right.
I do disagree with you, Sam. It's the Jets. Yes, it's the Jets. You're making it sound like it's this is news. Like they do it all the time.
That play was something to talk about.
It was something to laugh about.
Yes, that's what I was trying to do.
Okay, I've been laughing about it for 2 days.
All right.
and with the rest of America going, and then at the end you're going, well, that's the Jets.
Next year.
That's the Jets. So Miami won. What was the score of that game? 30-something,
34-13.
whatever it was. Yeah, I mean, who started at quarterback?
Tim Boyle.
Did he play all right? I didn't see.
No.
I was watching the Celtics
terrible.
fuck up. So all right, so he was awful
terrible.
too. Okay, it doesn't matter who their quarterback is. Their line still sucks.
Well, they don't have the craziest part about that game is that it left you wanting Zach Wilson back in the game.
He was that bad?
Yeah, he's that. I mean, to have him
with him, you're ruining my drink, Tom.
It's true.
He was worth it.
It's true. He can't throw the ball. I'm literally sitting there, and in my head goes.
You're like,
my
he's
head
worse.
was like, you know what?
Well, hold on.
If they put Zach Wilson in, they have a chance. My brain
Wait a minute.
said that in my head.
And then you caught yourself, right?
No, because it was true. Let me pull up his fucking stats.
Did it ever occur? Look, I'm not backing Zach Wilson here. But I'm just saying that. Look, that we were talking about their offensive line problem before Aaron Rodgers got hurt because of the offensive line.
No, look,
I don't think the quarterback would matter. Quite honestly,
no. The quarterback
doesn't mean I think Zach Wilson can play.
Zach is bad. The
He is
quarterback
bad.
matters. But this guy, I'm telling you, he was no better.
What are his numbers? Tell me what
I'm
happened.
trying to pull.
I didn't watch the game, so tell me his numbers. I didn't know it was worse than. I figured they just lost because they're the Jets and their line sucks. Now you're telling me this guy's worse than Zach Wilson.
He was.
That's kind of ridiculous. I mean, that's a very bold statement.
Tim Boyle. Well, I guess he wasn't terrible.
That's a bold. What was his record?
He was probably better than Wilson. He was 27 of 38 for a $179, a TD, and 2 picks. Not terrible.
That's not terrible. I mean,
I'm killing the guy.
He's the worst thing I've ever seen. He makes Zach Wilson like a Hall of Famer.
Passing. Oh, hang on a second.
I'm sorry. That would have been newsworthy.
Hold on a
If someone was
second.
actually
Can't be
worse
right.
than what?
It says passing yards 130.
Sacks.
Sacks.
If he gets sacked, they subtract it from his passing.
No,
He didn't get sacked at all?
That's rushing.
No, it's for sacks too.
No, if you get sacked, it doesn't pull back your passing yards because you're not.
If he rushes, yes, but if he doesn't rush, they subtract it from his passing yards.
No.
Because he's on a drop back.
It's not a pass.
No, but it's minus yardage to the passing
No,
yards.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I guarantee.
I will guarantee you it is. When the
That's
guy
not.
gets sacked, they'll subtract it from the total
From his
number.
passing yards.
Yeah,
No.
it's because the pass play.
No.
It's a pass. Yes, this is true.
No.
Dude, I can give you examples of I can pull a Mac Jones game and
So you're
tell
telling
you.
me this guy got sacked for
Yeah. How many sacks did he have?
50 yards lost? No way.
Yeah, how many sacks did he have? How many sacks did the Dolphins have?
Let's see. 7.
Yep, he did. Yes, he did. 7 sacks, 50 yards. That's 8 yards of loss. Absolutely, that's what happened.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. That is true.
I've got to find this.
That's true. You can look at a Danny Dimes game. Games where he got sacked. Look at his passing total. Look at that.
QB is sacked.
Yep. Does it affect the passing totals?
Does it
The passing numbers.
affect?
Now, if he rushes the ball, if it's running too, then they'll correlate that into it because it's against the total yards number. That's what it goes against.
Ha!
What?
You're dead wrong, sir.
No.
If the QB is sacked in the offensive backfield, the drive loses the number of yards between the line of scrimmage and
I
the
know
spot of
that.
his sack.
Does it affect the?
But it does not affect his personal passing or rushing stats.
So what about when he kneels the ball down at the end? He gets a -1 because that's what they show.
That's rushing.
Well, then I'm
That's
saying if he
considered-
rushes the
that's-
ball,
that's not a sack.
But if he rushes the ball, wouldn't that count against the rushing yards? Because he gets a -1 when he kneels down.
Because it's seen as a rushing play.
Well, if he's trying to run because he's trying to avoid the pass rush, then it comes from a pass. It goes from a pass
If
to
it's
a run.
considered a sack, then it doesn't impact the numbers.
Well, they put that in there in lost yards with a sack. If a guy gets sacked 7 for 50 yards, that's a stat. They keep that.
No, it's not what happened.
They keep that stat. I'm telling you, if that's what he got sacked seven times, then he probably has there's a number in there for lost
It
yards.
doesn't happen like that. No, I'm sorry. So The Jets had a total of 159 yards, 29 rushing yards, and 130 passing yards.
But what did he have passing?
Let me go to NFLWK12. Doing it at the. Although is NFLWK12 going to make me fucking
No, you should have
pay
the.
for it? They're so annoying.
Where's the box score? of this game? Box score.
NFL.
Jets. Team stats. So he threw. That's the Jets. They're saying Tim Boyle threw for 179. That's his passing yards. When you go to team stats, it says the Jets threw for 130. That's what I'm talking about. They subtracted that from the passing total. Then where do you lose 49 yards from?
Somebody must have thrown a pass like on a screen or something.
No!
And they ran backwards.
They ran backwards.
Let me see.
49 yards, they ran backwards.
Somebody must have.
That's 40 yards, or 49 yards. That's what I'm saying. So they do subtract that from the total.
No way.
I just showed it to you. Look, the Jets have passing 130 yards. When you go to his individual numbers,
Oh, you're right.
he has
Sacks,
179.
7 for 49
That's what I'm
yards.
saying.
You're right.
They hold that against his passing numbers.
So why the other thing say it didn't?
I don't know where you get. This is your orange phone. Whenever we try to find information on that phone, shit goes wacky.
Orange phone.
Well, it is orange.
The
Covering's orange. I'm not
Yeah,
making
the
that.
cover's
If you
orange.
show them that,
the cover's orange.
so therefore it's an orange phone.
But I'm at a website that's telling me these things. Let's look up.
I went to ESPN, which tells you the real shit.
I was on ESPN. Let's look up Tim Boyle and look at his
just-
stats in fantasy. I'm shocked if that's true.
It is true. He threw the Jets. He threw for, to your right. You were right. Originally 27 to 38, 179. And then the 49
fantasy-
yards passing is right next to it. See? 7 for 49. Then when you look at the team
But it doesn't
stats-
take away from his individual.
I'm saying, but the game stats, it does what I was saying. That's what I was saying, because that's the thing. 130 yards passing.
right, but it doesn't take away from his individual.
I meant the
stats.
team overall stats.
Oh, so now we're changing the argument.
No, that's what I thought it meant all along.
Look, so in fantasy, he still shows 179.
I know. I'm not
didn't
talking
subtract
about,
the number
I don't
from
care. I'm not talking about fantasy. I'm talking about the game stats, the total team stats, total yardage. That's what it subtracts from. So if he threw for $179, he gets sacked for 49 yards.
But it
that's gonna
doesn't
show,
take away for how much.
No,
yardage
and
he threw.
you're right about the individual stat. I'm saying the team stats I was referring
Yeah.
to. He only threw for $130 because of the 49 yards they lost on sacks,
Okay,
which
now
I don't
we
think
wasted our life on
which
this.
I don't think is his fault. His line stinks.
Yeah, that's true.
The line stinks. That's how Aaron Rodgers got hurt. The line stinks.
Dude, but when he threw, they should have taken off his total passing yards for the 99-yard big six he threw.
Well, now that I do agree.
Ugh.
That should have been a
God.
minus whatever. Cause that
Minus 99 yards.
Or it could be a touchdown pass for the Jets. It was a pass.
He had another
Was it not a
touchdown.
pass?
Yeah, it was
I mean, think if you're a Dolphins fan, oh my God, Tim Boyle threw us a 99-yard bomb for a touchdown.
All right, what's the first one? I'm sorry. I'm sorry we're talking about the Jets. You were right originally to shun me. Shouldn't be
Tried,
talking about
America.
this fucking
I
team.
tried. Then he took us down a rabbit hole. Took us down a rabbit hole.
Sorry.
It's all right. It happens. It was funny though. So the first game,
Spit it out.
Patriots Giants.
Oh my God.
This is actually going to be on TV tomorrow. I don't know if I want to watch it.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, because the Redskins
Oh,
play it
they're
on
playing.
Thanksgiving and Baltimore plays Sunday night. They're the game.
Wow. No way.
Yeah, because New York is the closest market. Because Baltimore's
Let's
not
see.
playing. Yeah, they're on Fox.
I'm gonna go nuts if that game.
That
is on.
game is the game on in this region at 1 o'clock. You watch.
Wow.
Yeah, and neither
On
one of us.
Fox?
Yep, on Fox. Neither one of us wants to see it.
No. I'll tell you this though: if they start Bailey Zappi, y'all don't stand a chance.
I told you that last week. I said if Bailey Zappi starts, you guys are going to roll us, and you were like, "No, I don't know about that." Yeah, he's
Bullshit! I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. It's on the damn
It's on
tape.
this?
Yes, it is. We said it on the air.
Well, I'd be more scared of Zach Jones. I'm sorry. He is like Zach Wilson. He is like Zach Wilson. I'd be more scared of him.
Wow.
Then
Zach Jones.
Zach Jones.
Mac Wilson.
He's Quack Jones.
It's Mac Wilson or
He's
it's Zach
Quack
Jones.
Jones and you
Pick
know
your poison, America.
There's no reason for me to remember that name.
I thought it was McCorkle. Is it McCorkle?
McCorkle.
McCorkle.
Okay, hang on.
McCorkle.
Nope. We're getting New Orleans.
Against who?
Who knows? Atlanta.
We're not seeing that game. That's down there. We're not in the South. We're closer to the New York.
I just Googled Richmond Fox.
We're not seeing that.
It's on 1 p.m.
We're closer to the New York market than we are Atlanta.
So?
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does, because there's more Braves and fucking Falcon fans down here, probably.
Than Giants fans?
Or at least they think they're.
I don't know about that. I kind of one hand number of Atlanta Falcons fans I've run into here.
No, you're right. When I look up Fox Richmond, this is what they're showing tomorrow.
That doesn't make
Now we can
sense.
try Richmond CBS. And
No,
see if
CBS
it's on
won't have that game. I don't think. Well, the Ravens aren't playing either. Who's the one?
Right. So if CBS is picking up the AFC,
no, Bengals Steelers will be the one we see on that one. Bengals Steelers, I guarantee it.
you're probably right. Yeah,
It'll be Bengals
that's one.
Steelers.
That's it.
That'll be that one.
And,
That
then,
game
and then we
actually-
get Bills Eagles is the
that is
the
going to be a
fourth
heck of a
one.
game because
Eagles should win that game.
they should, but they got one problem. It's the secondary.
Yeah, but
I'm saying.
the Bills have one problem, and it's Josh
Allen. But the Eagles, we'll get to that in a minute. But anyway,
All right, so
Pats,
what do you-
Giants.
So
look,
what do you
if-
say? You pick your guys, I pick my guys. We see what happens. I mean, it's really that easy.
I don't think the Pats are going to win.
You know,
No.
you don't. Okay, I don't think they're going to win.
Is
either.
Saquon Barkley playing?
Yeah.
Pats are going to lose.
Yeah.
Pats are going to lose. Because, and I'll tell you why. Because Bill Belichick will find a way to fuck it up. He'll get out coached. He'll blame it on Mac. This is going to be a repeat, rinse and repeat every fucking week. The Pats lose, they blame it on Mac, who makes one mistake in the whole game, and that's why they lost the game.
Dude,
It's not all the coaching. It's not the
You're
penalties.
underestimating how bad the Giants' offensive line
Games
is.
in New York. If the game were in Foxborough, I'd pick the Patriots.
Oh, please.
Yeah, because I think that's what it matters. It's in New
Dude,
York.
the Giants fans are going to be booing the shit out of them.
I don't care. I think if
It'll be empty.
If the game, I think the Giants are going to win because it's in New York. Doesn't matter. There'll be no Pats fans there. And if Bailey Zappi
You think
does
there'd
start,
be Pats fans if they were in New England?
yeah, they'll be half empty.
Exactly.
Half empty.
It'd be the same shit. It's the same
Which
thing.
is exactly what
It
I'm
doesn't
hoping
matter
for.
where they are.
I'm hoping it's half empty.
It doesn't matter where this game is being played.
Oh,
It'd be
it's
half
the
empty.
gutter bowl.
Yes.
It's the gutter bowl. It's not even the toilet bowl. It's the gutter bowl. I'm picking the Giants.
Well, shit. I'm picking the Giants because I want to root for
There you
them at
go.
least.
The next game is the Saints at the Falcons.
I can't pick fucking Desmond Ritter.
That's the problem. They can run the ball, but
That team should be better.
Saints defense is legit though.
And Arthur fucking Smith, man. God. Give the ball to
The thing is, the Falcons have weapons, but besides him, they don't get him any of them the fucking ball.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah,
Gotta go to New Orleans there, right?
Johnu Smith actually looks really good again.
Is that game in
It's in Atlanta. That's why but I'm on the fence
Slight
about
edge.
it.
I just don't like Desmond Ritter.
I'm going with the Saints, and I agree with you 100% about that. Next one, Steelers at the Bengals. The Bengals do not have Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Yikes. I don't know who the backup is. I mean,
So here's the way I look at it.
and Higgins is out again.
Well, Trubisky.
But the Steelers got a new offensive coordinator. This guy, remember they fired that
Yeah,
guy.
and there's
They might actually be good
There's
tomorrow.
always a jump, but here's what I would say: the Steelers, although they struggled last week, they were playing against the Browns defense,
Best
with a
defense in the
backup
league.
quarterback.
Best defense
Now
in the
they're
league.
playing against Cincinnati's defense with a backup quarterback. Now the Browns' offense isn't as good as Cincinnati, but the Steelers should win
Higgins,
this game.
T. Higgins is out again.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah, he's not
Oh,
playing
yeah.
again. He's out.
So they should be able to
So
defend.
I got Pittsburgh because they got a new offensive coordinator. They can't be as bad as they've been. I'm debating starting Pickens tomorrow over Demario Douglas for the Patriots because he's projected to have a big day tomorrow because they're finally getting him Pickens because I think they'll throw him the ball now. That dickhead got fired. So I'm on the fence. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh on this. I have to figure out the fantasy thing later. Next one, Panthers at the Titans. I mean, Titans.
That is a tough one to pick, though.
I'm going Titans
Because-
Panthers are playing for the number one pick. They've got to keep losing,
The Titans stink too.
but they're at home.
It's in Tennessee.
It's a Tennessee.
All right. Who did the Titans lose to last week?
Everybody. They're 3-7. They stink. Who's everybody?
And they got Will Levis playing, but Carolina's defense isn't even really good, right?
There's the only thing about Carolina that's ain't good is the quarterback. We don't know how good he is because his team sucks. Everything around him stinks.
All right.
Everything around him stinks.
All right, I'll go Titans.
It's not his fault, but everything around him stinks. They haven't built around him
Who was after the Saints?
yet. It was Steelers Bengals. We both took the
Steelers, that's
Steelers.
right. And then we're both taking. Who did we just pick?
Both taking the Titans. Buccaneers at the Colts. Tampa Bay is schizophrenic. One week they look great. Another week they
Colts are kind of weird too.
They're weird too. It's in Indy. This is a tough one because the thing is Tampa Bay lost 2 games at the end. It wasn't because of Baker Mayfield. Their defense, of all things, failed them. The Tampa Bay should be 6-4, not 4-6. Their defense lost them 2 games at the end after Baker Mayfield took them down for game-winning drives, and the defense, of all things, lost them for them. Not Baker Mayfield.
Well, you know what? The other thing about this one, the middle linebacker, what's his name? Devontae David?
For
Tampa?
Yeah, David.
He's out.
He's out.
That's not good. I mean, not that, Indy's offense is great, but...
It's not, but...
How's it... Man, Mike Evans should be able to...
Evans and Godwin should have a field day. The 2 of them. And the running back, White's...
It's in Indy, though?
It's in Indy. This is tough.
What did Tampa do last week? Do you remember?
I think they lost. Hold on.
I think we should pick...
Tampa...
I think we should pick the home team.
Tampa last week... What did they do last week? Where are they? They lost at San Fran. That's not... I'm not going to holler. They lost... It was 27-14. They actually didn't get embarrassed.
And now they're at Indy?
At Indy. I would say this. If actually, that's not even true because it's the NFC South.
I think I want to go home team here.
That's tough.
I'm going to go Indy.
That's a tough call. I'm going to go with Indy. I'm going to hold my nose and do it. Next one, Jaguars at the Texans. To me, this is the game of the weekend.
That's a tough one.
It's in Texas. Houston went to Jacksonville and won the Donnybrook there earlier in the year.
They won by 20.
I thought it was 27-17.
It's 37-17.
In week.
I mean, now Houston's at home?
In week 3.
They should, and Houston wasn't even playing as good.
Since week 3, Jacksonville is 6-1. Their only losses to the 49ers.
But their only good wins against Buffalo, and is that even a great win?
Buffalo, they beat Pittsburgh. They beat New Orleans. They beat the Colts. They beat Atlanta. They haven't beat a bunch of scrubs.
But not they're not
they
signature
lost,
wins.
Their losses are
Chiefs,
them, and San Fran. I mean, 2 of these teams are favorites to go to the Super Bowl, and the Texans, I think, are going to be in the playoffs, whether they win the division or not.
Yeah. I think I'm rolling with C.J. Stroud on this one.
This is a tough one too. I'm going to go with the Jaguars on this one. Will the real Joe Burrow please stand up? Joe Burrow. Trevor Lawrence. Sunshine. When is Sunshine going to be sunshine?
Well, him and Ridley looked good last week. So
Sunshine.
Maybe that's a sign of things to come.
Next one. This got very interesting. Browns at the Broncos.
I like the Browns.
Broncos are suddenly there. So,
I think the Browns still run the ball really well, and the Broncos struggle with that. And their defense.
The Browns are just
shut down.
The Browns. Who's the quarterback for the Browns again?
Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
Who you didn't like.
I don't love him. I actually like the guy behind him better.
It's in Denver. That altitude is something too. I'm going to go Browns, and that's going to be overtime. Next one, Rams, Cardinals. Cardinals have won 2 in a row since. Well, they won 1. They lost the nail biter, but they're playing the Rams, who look like they're back
Where
on the
is
horse. It's in Arizona. I'm going with the Rams in this one to get back in this thing. They have the better quarterback. They have the better weapons. They have the better defense, quite honestly. But Cardinals have played well. That's going to be a tight game. So I like the Rams. How about you?
I want to look at the Rams for injuries. Because I think the Rams could lose this game.
Oh, it's in Arizona. They could lose the game. I'm not saying I could lose. I just like the Rams. I think Stafford being back, having a game under his belt, they're going to be better in weeks. He's got those receivers now. He's got all three of them. So, oh no, he doesn't. He lost Cooper Kupp.
So Cup is out.
Kupp is he was out. I don't know how long he's out, but he's. Let me see. I don't know what his injuries. Well, Julie, look at the injuries. See what
That's
was
what I'm
there?
trying to look at. Because that would. But I also heard that the Rams were getting their running back back. Rams injury report. What is it? Week 12.
It is. Cooper Kupp is going to play against the Cardinals tomorrow.
Ooh.
He's in the lineup. So I will stick with them based on that.
Yeah, because they still got the other guys.
The
Right?
other two guys who are both
Yeah.
good. Yeah, Puka and Luka and Paducah, those guys.
Yeah, it's hard to pick Kyler Murray right now.
Um,
You sure he's going to play?
yeah, it just said he will play. It was highlighted. Cooper Kupp ankle will play.
Oh, he was full in practice on Friday. Yeah.
So you like the Rams also?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's a good pick.
Next one, Chiefs at the Raiders. Look, Raiders did a hell of a job last week down in Miami. Damn near won that game. But I don't think they have.
Chiefs defense is good.
The Chiefs defense is very good. One, I can't believe those receivers. Usually, when a team is that bad in the passing game, the next week they're usually better because Patrick Mahomes is gonna quietly be up their ass all week. You drop that fucking pass, you'll be escorted out of here in a body bag. So I like the Chiefs in that one too. But offensively, this is gonna be a game they explode. They're gonna have an explosion because Raiders defense ain't very good.
But they've been playing better.
Yeah, but I think this is the game.
They
the
held
Chiefs-
Miami in check.
They did. I think this is the week. I think this is the week the Chiefs explode because those guys were so bad last week, dropping the ball and everything. They
Maybe
dropped.
that's just them.
I don't think that the Raiders.
I mean,
defense,
look, I'm not picking the Raiders.
I don't think the Raiders defense is as good as the Eagles defense. Quite honestly,
No,
it's not.
no.
So I like the
All right,
Chiefs.
who's the next game? I like Chiefs too.
Big one. Bills at the Eagles. Bills got off the mat. Won a game they had to win. And again, the roller coaster is Josh Allen. Up 1 week, down the next. Up 1 week, down the next. Whatever. Yeah. Dan Orlovsky, who I normally agree with, but he's off his rocker, trying to tell the world that Josh Allen doesn't have an interception problem when he's got the most in the league over the past 5 years. I would say he has a big interception problem. And of course, he breaks down these plays where it was the right read, but all that shit. The bottom line is they're throwing picks. And if it's that common, it's a problem. It's that simple.
But do you think? I mean,
He
the
can
Philly
lose.
secondary isn't that good.
They're vulnerable. They are.
He's got a tight end.
He's got and I know.
He's got a weapon.
He's
deep.
got the other guy too. Who emerged last week? The other dude,
Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis.
Oh, he's been strong.
He's got some weapons. The running back's been pretty good out of the backfield too. Look,
That's
Buffalo's
Dalvin Cook's younger brother.
Buffalo's off. This game could be a 45-40. I mean, Buffalo's defense is not what they were.
I'm trying to think who beat the Eagles. The fucking Jets.
The Jets beat them in New York.
Yeah.
And by the way, what Hurts had 3 picks in that game.
He's not similar to what he did against New Orleans. I mean, not New Orleans. New England.
He had one pick and 2 picks.
Yeah, he just didn't look right.
Yeah. Mac Jones outplayed him. That's right, America. Mac Jones outplayed him.
Yeah, I don't see Philly losing this game.
No, Philly wins this game.
Yeah.
Ravens at the Chargers. Oh boy. Guess who's taking a lot of shit?
Brandon Staley.
Oh,
Joey
baby.
Bosa's out.
They are on.
They're gonna get
They are
torched.
on their nut. I'll tell you right now. This may be where he goes splat. The Ravens are going to run them or
Yeah.
boat race them. I think.
Yeah.
and-
Bosa's out.
Yeah, Bose is out for
Garrett's
the season. I think.
Yeah, at least 4 games. I
Yeah.
think.
Which brings us to Monday night. Bears at the Vikings.
That's not an easy one to pick.
Vikings.
Really?
Yeah. Really.
Hold on. Is Fields back?
Oh, well, he was, but I don't know if he. I think did he get hurt? No, wait. I don't know if he is
I
back.
think he's back. That was the only reason I was kind of like, because against Minnesota, if you can play run defense,
Well, the Bears are number 2 in the league with run defense.
yeah,
And that's how they almost beat Detroit. But Detroit was able to throw on them and come back. They had Detroit beat, quite honestly, in Detroit.
dude, they had Denver beat in Denver. Where's this game?
It's in. It's in.
Is it in Chicago?
It's in Minnesota.
It's in Minnesota. Well, that's good for them.
That means they'll blow it again. The Babel beat, they'll blow it. I
They
have to
fucked
see.
me last week, so
I have to see this before I buy it. I'm going with the Vikings. I don't. And I'm not saying they're not better with Fields. Of course, they're better with him on the field. But they don't know how to hold the lead when they get it, and that they've proven that too many times against teams that are mediocre or worse. So anyway,
Fucking Josh Dobbs is smart.
I didn't do the giggle smoke guarantee.
Hold up, I haven't given my pick on Bears.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Minnesota.
I thought we both said Vikings. Sorry.
No. Again. I know it's all about you, but I get to make my picks.
Oh my God! Get him some tissues, America.
I get to make my picks.
Get him some tissues, America. Quick.
I'm not crying.
Getting sniffly over there.
I'm just
Snuffleupagus.
telling the
Snuffleupagus.
truth. Just telling the truth.
Snuffleupagus over there.
Deontay Foreman's doubtful. Minnesota Vikings. Man, they're receiving core.
Jefferson's
Is
back.
Jefferson back?
I think he's back. He was practicing.
Well, if he's back, you got to go Vikings. Because then they got Addison, Hawkinson, Jefferson.
They'll do what Detroit did. They'll throw on him.
On
Exactly
who?
what Detroit did.
On who?
Detroit threw on Chicago. That's how they won the game. Chicago was very good against the run, but you can throw on them.
But didn't Chicago have them pinned? Like
Until
Chicago.
Detroit started throwing the ball, until they came back. Chicago jumped out on them, and then Detroit started throwing, stopped running, and came back. They tried to run, they couldn't run on them.
That was last week, right?
That was last week. Detroit won that game in the last minute. I don't think the Vikings are going to wait that long. Started to run. I think they'll start throwing them right away, especially with Jefferson back, because he is their best weapon. Detroit has a problem because Detroit has it's a good problem. Their two running backs are their best weapons, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown is their other one. He's the receiver.
Yeah.
He's their top receiver. But they got two stud running backs. So that's and I'm not
I'm
saying
going to go Bears.
okay. So
See if we can get some more separation.
see what happens here. Anyway, that's gonna do it for our pick segment. Oh, the Giggle Smoke guarantee. Actually, no, I don't have to do it on football. I can do it on. We have games coming up. Segment 3, Giggle Smoke guarantee. 2 cents with Tommy. I am told.
You're not going to do the Giggle Smoke guarantee. You've been wearing the costume the whole
I
segment.
don't have the game. All right, hold on.
Come on.
I don't have the game picked up.
You can't do Giggle Smoke 2 segments in a row.
Why not? I didn't want to
It's
do it the
one
first
segment. Next segment's 2 cents with Tommy.
Hold on.
And I got to pee.
We're going to take
You
a break.
can do the Giggle Smoke guarantee. While
Giggle
I pee.
Smoke guarantee will
Brought to you
be.
by my pee. How about Patriots Giants?
Phoenix is going to beat the Knicks at New York.
Who?
Tomorrow at 6 o'clock, the Phoenix Suns in Madison are going to beat the Knicks. There's the Giggle Smoke guarantee, America. We're back, segment 3, 2 cents with Tommy. Coming right up, because you know it's all about me.